Hey guys, Travis with TechRaptor back at Gen Con 2017. We're at the Tasty Minstrel booth with Lance, and we're going to take a look at some of the upcoming games they have for the near future, maybe the far future. What do you got?
Well, I got a couple of big things I want to talk about. One, I want to talk about Exodus Fleet. So Exodus Fleet is a game that we are not kickstarting, I think. We are publishing this. This is the only copy in existence right now, actually. This is a game that is going to be released at Essen this year, and then it's going to be released shortly afterwards everywhere else. So Exodus Fleet is a game we're really excited about. It is about basically the Earth is dying, right? And everybody needs to get off the Earth. But you're all, there's very little like resources, there's very little time, and the people that can actually like, you know, manufacture the goods for you, these different companies that will help you do that, they're selling it's a seller's market, and they're selling it to the highest bidder. It is a bidding game where people are, you know, trying to like basically be the one faction. Everybody's got a different faction that has its own little special powers and abilities, and then everybody's like bidding to have the power to basically be the last person to go right before like the sun goes out and the Earth becomes a giant frozen popsicle. And it's like, it's very grim, obviously. But it's not, and it's not exactly a lighthearted game, but it doesn't focus on the apocalypse so much as it does like just, it's a bidding game, and I really, really like bidding games. I enjoy that, and I enjoy those types of games where it's like you're set up against the other people instead of like a garden game, if you will, where everybody kind of does their own thing, and then you see at the very end like who did the best job kind of thing, which are good games. But I do like when like I'm not only going against a mechanism of the game, but also the other people as well. They're actually like you're in contention for what you're doing. This is something we're really excited about, and like I said, we are going to release it at Essen this year, and or Spiel if you want to call it that, and then it'll be right after Essen. If you want to get a copy, you'll be able to track that one down there. Now the other one I want to talk about, and this is just obviously a prototype box, and if you pan over there you can see a bigger picture of it right over there. This is Downfall. It's from John DeClaire, the guy who created Mystic Vale from AEG, you might be familiar. Downfall is, this is a grim game about the apocalypse. So like it's after like the bombs fell, and then the world is in a giant nuclear holocaust type of thing. And each person is going to have a faction. Once again, they're going to have this and a different leader. And this is really important to us at TMG, because this is going to be the game where we are doubling down. We're having minis. We are having like lots of different minis for each different sculpts, everything like that. It is a card drafting game, an area control game where you're collecting resources and trying to survive. It is a confrontational game. You are going to war with the other people at the table, and it's kind of a last man standing type of thing. It's like whoever can manage to, you know, create, like, eke out some meager existence in the Earth that no longer exists type of thing. I mean, I could go on and on about it. There's so many interesting things that go on, so many different negotiation elements that go on between each player. Look for this. We're going to Kickstarter this, and we're going to deluxify the heck out of it, because that's what TMG does with our Kickstarter deluxifications. It's going to be in mid-October. You're really going to kick yourself if you don't get in on the deluxe version, because we are doing everything we can right now. After we just had a very successful Kickstarter campaign for Crusaders that will be done. We learned a lot from that one. We learned a lot about, because we did some miniatures for that game. We learned a lot about sculpting and everything with that one, and so now we're doubling down on how to make a game look amazing, and we're gonna pimp this one out incredibly. And there's so much I can't really talk about because it's all behind the scenes right now. We're working on the Kickstarter page. We're getting all our video work done, all our art assets done, everything like that. This is our big one. This is something we're really, really excited about, and we can't wait to actually spring this on everybody, and we think people are just going to respond to it really well.
And when's that Kickstarter launching?
We're going to launch it mid-October. I wish I could give you the definitive date, but you know, like obviously we're trying to make sure that we have everything in place, so there's no surprises. We know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we're looking for, and we want to make sure that like it's perfect. But you know, like I would guess, don't hold me to it. I'm guessing like, you know, October 15th through October 20th. I bet it's going to launch.
Oh, sounds good.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You have a great convention. Okay.
And keep your eyes out for more Tasty Minstrel news and coverage on TechRaptor.net.